All right. Hey, hey. So Capricorns, welcome back. This is going to be our full buck moon message. How's this full moon hitting Capricorn? Tenderness, true love, and compassion. Capricorn, this is beautiful. Full moons are great about releasing things. The full buck moon is a great energy of an accelerated growth pattern. Is somebody falling head over heels in love with Capricorn or vice versa? This is card 9. We have the sun. It's so clear. We have the Ace of Coins. This feels like during this full moon, love is definitely being ushered in, but I feel like somebody has noticed the uniqueness, the kindness, the kind of unparalleled energy that is the magic of Capricorn. And this is somebody responding to it where it's like, oh my God, my eyes are being opened. I see Capricorn. Now, it could be a two-way street. Capricorn could be feeling that warm glow of, like I think myself and this other person, we're starting to really vibe. We're starting to, sometimes there's a moment in time where things start to change, but we don't notice it. And then there's a moment in time when we do recognize we're not just dating, we're falling in love. Or, that person that I see every day where, it started out with, we were vague strangers. Then we were people that say a little hello to each other. Then it was, God, that person has nice eyes. Then it was, I kind of look forward to talking to them. Then it was, God, they're attractive. And then it was, hang on, we look forward to talking to each other. We're both interested in each other. And then it becomes, this person is an amazing person. And that there's that, evolution of emotions that are being shown here. But during this full moon, what's being accelerated is that heart opening, that awareness that, oh my God, this person, like, I love their smile. I feel like Capricorn may have a great smile, and Capricorn might have like wild hair. Also, somebody could have freckles, or they could have like pigmentation, like uniqueness to their skin. And that just makes them that much more beautiful. There's something really unique about this Capricorn. And it's those little unique details that are making somebody be like, oh my God, I love this. I love that little freckle, that little mole. I love those freckles. I love that pigmentation, difference. I love this, I don't know. I feel like somebody's got like really a big personality of warmth. I'm not saying Capricorn is loud or look at me. I think Capricorn could have impressive hair. This could be masculine or feminine. Somebody could have a great beard. Somebody could have great, head of hair. But there's this sense of like wild freedom to our Capricorn here. And all of this is becoming like, God, I love this. I didn't know I'd fall for somebody like this. I didn't know. And now, I can't take my eyes off of them. We've got this death card, very appropriate for this year. And you notice how that pineal gland or third eye is opening up and is changing everything. I definitely feel like, you were right there in front of me, but I didn't realize that I would become attracted to you and in love with you when I first met you. I keep feeling like this is somebody in the workplace. Oh, or maybe an educational thing. We could have like college counselors that are falling in love with each other. It could be a boss to an employee relationship, but there could be an element of education. But I'm not feeling like it's teacher student. I'm feeling like it would be, whatever, the dean of the school and a professor, or, something along those lines. I don't think it's like a college professor and a college student. It comes across more like this is the teacher, which is the only reason I'm going down the road of like educational. I feel like we have two people who love knowledge, but it's cute because this kind of love story is creeping up on them. Capricorn, I will say this is Thoth. Thoth is known to be the scribe for the other Egyptian gods, but he's super powerful. He gave mortals human and written language and arithmetic. I almost picture somebody in like a paralegal office where it's like, I work for the attorney and, I produce the documents. I don't know. There's something here about like written communication. Things could be a bookkeeper, could be like, oh, I have to teach, I'm a bookkeeper for this company, but I have to teach them a little bit about how best to, give me the information. And over this relationship, because somebody's been teaching, somebody else has been learning. This is the Hierophant, by the way. In any other deck, it's just here they call it the teacher. So we have strong Taurus energy. By the way, we also had Scorpio and we also had Leo. But it feels like this has become something where it's like through communicating back and forth for a purpose other than romance, a romance has begun. That's what I would say. So if this is in the workplace, if this is, one of those scenarios I just rattled off, it's like I've fallen in love with you through your emails, through your texts, as much as seeing you face to face. I feel like this is somebody that Capricorn sees sometimes, but also has like maybe repetitious communication. Heck, this could be like, oh, it's my tax preparer who I only see once a year, but at the same time, I've known him for many years, and now something is shifting, and I'm feeling warm toward this person. Something's been accelerated where it's like, all these years you've been so great, or all these months I realize that I've become quite fond of you. In fact, you're kind of the highlight. I look forward to getting a text or an email from you. It suddenly is not just about business. It's about, I love to hear your voice on the other end of the phone. I love talking to you. This has all changed. Everything feels different. This is a relationship that is being like suddenly blossoming and upgrading. We've got the Nurturer of Cups here. I'm wondering if we have a divine masculine that is falling for Capricorn, but they're in their feminine energy. So they may really like start giving off the vibes that like, I want to hear from Capricorn more. No, you can call me or text me anytime. No. Actually, hearing from you is one of the best parts of my day. Actually, no, I love it when you pop in. It feels like they're going to be very reassuring, like emotionally reassuring, because there's some bond here where it's like, no, you got such sweet energy. You got such nice energy. I think this is a two-way street. I think Capricorn feels it too. I think that this is what the energy of the full moon, instead of just releasing things, it's accelerating things. And we definitely see that in this story more so than the release. It's the acceleration component of this. How's Capricorn feeling about this? Because I just think this marks the expression of things, or the acknowledgement that, wow, things are starting to change between us. We've got this Eight of Swords. Why is Capricorn kind of like, I don't know. Oh gosh, do I roll with this? Am I reading these signs and symbols properly? Am I getting the vibes that I think I am? We've got the Page of Wands, and it's like, yes, there's a spark lit, but I don't want to be foolish and imagine that we've got this thing that's starting, and then what if I'm wrong about it? We've got this Four of Cups sideways. It's almost like Capricorn is saying, I don't want to mess this up by assuming, oh, this is going to be heavenly. This is going to be, we're going to be together and it's going to be this great love story. I'm still kind of stuck on, I got it wrong once before. So even though I'm attracted to this person, even though there's definitely a spark, an ember here, I don't want to live in an illusion. What if, until something is declared openly and honestly, and someone's asking me out and somebody's making these overtures, I don't want to assume. I don't care how many nice little things they say. I don't care how much it seems like we're both happy to see each other. I don't care that they've told me point blank, it's nice to hear from me, or they like talking to me. That's not the same as you asking me out. That's not the same as me knowing unequivocally what your intentions are or where we're going. So I think this is Capricorn playing it a little bit safe. Yeah, we've got the Empress in the reverse, and we've got that Knight of Swords. This really speaks of a Capricorn who has been burned before. They're like, if you move too fast, you know what? Somebody drops you like a hot potato. Somebody, I don't want to act clingy. I don't want to act too excited about this. I don't want to move too fast, because you move fast and somehow you lose your footing. You lose your Empress status. You become at this disadvantage where you're, waiting by the phone. When am I going to hear from them? I don't want to set myself up to be strung along by anyone, because I think this happened to Capricorn before, where somebody might have implied all kinds of things, but then didn't lock it down. And it was like, I think this person just played with me. Capricorn's not about to do that to themselves. So they're being much more cautious, because they remember how wrong things can go. But even as they suppress that and say, I'm not moving too fast. If I do, I'll lose Empress status. I'll start to be the person who's like, oh, my heart's sweating over when am I going to hear from them again? No. But at the same time, the flip side of that coin is, but I want to advocate for what I want. I do want to give to things that I like. Yes, I am passionate. So why don't I flirt with someone back, but keep it where I meet them right where they're at. I only give as much as they do. They show me that they're attracted to me. I'll show them I'm attracted to them. If they're going to make a move in my direction, I'll meet them there, but I'm not going to become the person where it's like, oh, they showed me some interest, but they haven't made it official in any way, shape, or form. but I'm going to now, wait for their every reaction and action, or I'm going to rush forward and try to get things going. I think this is such an important message. It's like, I'll advocate for the things that I want by being open to giving to the things that I want, but the thing that I might be interested, the person I'm attracted to, they have to show me that they're, it's a 10 of Pentacles, which means I'm not putting in more than 5. They got to come up with the other 5. And I'm going to put my 5 in first, give them all 5, and wait for them to want to jump in and give me their 5 too. This can be like one step at a time. No rushing on this. I really think that this is going to keep this budding relationship very, I'll say, stable. It takes the fear out of this. It course corrects things that maybe Capricorn had happened to them in the past. They're going to take it one step at a time. Yes, I want this. Yes, I'm interested, but I will only meet this person where they're at. One by one, we'll put the eggs in the basket. One by one step at a time. I'll get to like feeling safe with them. One step at a time, but not more than that. This has to be done and handled fair and square. Okay, let me take a look real quick. What's the potential outcome? Now, this is just kind of the thing that's accelerating during this full moon. We don't have these two like in a big romance yet. We have basically the beginning point. I'm asking about the outcome. We have a 3 of Swords with a 10 of Pentacles. That 3 of Swords, I would normally, a 3 of Swords, if it shows up, it's like, oh God, heartbreak, betrayal. But you notice how we're airing it out. This is like the fart in the wind, the hurt and the pain of past stuff. We're airing it out. You notice how there's windows open. We're finally letting the air back in so that we can start to build that 10 of Pentacles. I would say piece by piece, Capricorn's heart is being unbroken and being fused back together with a potential water sign that is they're quite in love with our Capricorn. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups. This is the story of Capricorn's heart being unbroken, that the overall outcome is slowly but surely hurt, pain, betrayal of the past is being replaced by somebody who's so much more stable, so much kinder, so much more reliable, and it's making a nice impact in Capricorn's world. All right, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Bye.